welcome to Live Africa O. So, as you already know, or if you're new here, welcome. My particular channel is focused on all things wellness. So for me, that means tapping into my inner joy through physical fitness, nutrition, and mental health. And that is also what I try to do for other individuals. It's more like a pay it forward type of thing. So anything that you think resonates with you or that you think may be beneficial to someone else, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those things, and whatever else you can think of that will help promote the content, because it's bigger than me. It's about you and whoever else you know that can use this information. All right, so moving on to today's video and what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to specifically be focusing on the items that have been very helpful for me along my motherhood journey. And these items, I would say more specifically, have been used in my postpartum period. There's 7 items total. I will try to find these items online and link the information for them in the description box below. But this is what they are. All right. Oh, and before I dive in, let me just give this caveat. So, the information that I'm sharing for these particular items, as I said earlier, may or may not be helpful for you. But I think something that will help you determine whatever it is that will be beneficial for your motherhood journey is based upon the lifestyle, the realistic lifestyle that you believe you'll be in. So I know you don't know for sure where you'll be or how you'll be once you get pregnant or after you deliver, but maybe just start with some of the things that you would like, or some of the things you have discussed with your partner or with your doctor, just whatever that looks like, such as what type of delivery will you most likely be having, a C-section or a vaginal delivery? Because with a C-section, you'll probably, hopefully, have some assistance helping you, and then that assistance, that caregiver, what type of tools will be helpful to help them take care of you? What does that look like? What type of things do you personally need if you have a C-section? What type of things, if you maybe have a vaginal delivery, do you need, or the person who will be helping you? So think about those types of things. I know there's information you can read online about what people usually find important after they've had a vaginal delivery or after they've had a C-section, and then go from there. And then lastly, I will also mention that it's good to think about just the kind of person you are. Are you an outdoors person? Are you a person that typically is juggling multiple balls and you're going to be on the go with your baby? If that's the case, then convenience obviously will be important. And then, what does that look like with convenience? For example, when you're out on the go and your baby may be using a teething toy, if they drop the teething toy, will you be somewhere close to soap and water, or will you need possibly some wipes that you can just use very quickly? Things like that. So speaking of wipes, let's get into the specific items that I have to share today. It's 7 total, and I'm going to move kind of quickly. So the first thing are baby organic wipes. I purchased these from Target, and I knew right away I could use these in my life. I have not used a lot of them, so I would say honestly 1 or 2 of these bad boys should last you probably for like the first 3 months, maybe a little bit longer. But what I noticed was whenever I was out with my baby, I was able to use this with the teething toys, and I actually would put them in a Ziploc bag. It's a small little hack, so I didn't have to carry this big container around, because I couldn't find the small containers in the store. They may have them online, but I would put them in a Ziploc bag and they would maintain their moisture. drop them in a baby bag, and I'll present a video on that later, what you put in the baby bag. But I would whip them out when I'm out and about. This could be if I was at the grocery store or coffee shop, or I'm at the park, you know, wherever I'm at, and my little one drops their teething toy, I was able to use it. And while it doesn't make the teething toy completely 100% clean, it definitely helps make it cleaner, and that's the goal. Of course, when you're at home, you have access to soap and water and, you know, air dry and all that good stuff. The next item, speaking of wipes, face and hand wipes. So your baby, your cute little cuddly baby, get these for their hands if you'd like to. But really, their hands are so cute and soft, but get really, really dirty. They put their hands in everything, not just food. And what happens when that happens is that whatever's on their hand then lands on their face and anywhere else. And so I love having these on the go. Of course, you can use wipes. Yes, the same wipes that you use to wipe the bottom. I've done that sometimes. However, I do think that I like this bag. It's nice, it's small, it's cute. And this one pack has lasted me for a really long time. And again, it's just super helpful. It just really helps me have something easily accessible to wipe my little one's hands down with and keep it moving. Get these. All right, this. So I know this looks massively big to some of you for a baby. It definitely did to me when I was first handed it at the hospital. By the way, at the hospital, they're gonna give you so many items. Oh my gosh, take as much as you can, because you never know what you may need later. So just take it. I'm sure you've heard, bring an extra bag. The bag can be like, I don't know, the size of a grocery bag, but a little bit sturdier, obviously, and just dump stuff in it, because freebies are awesome. And this particular guy is really helpful when you want to remove mucus or you want to remove boogers, just any type of stuff living in the nose. And it's hard to see your little one congested and going through all the things. So this is really helpful. And yes, they do sell these in a smaller size. I would say get both, because at times you will need the smaller one, or starting out even, you'll need the smaller one. But yeah, this is super helpful, especially once you get the motion or the process down. You'll become very confident with it, and you'll just get those little critters out, put them down, and your baby will be breathing, and it'll be awesome. So next, Lanolin nipple cream. I think I pronounced that right. So I think this was something I purchased off of Amazon, or someone else purchased it for me because maybe it was on my registry. I think I only put 1 or 2 of these on my registry, and they have lasted me for a while. And I babysat my daughter for a little minute, definitely for several months. And I'll go into more detail about that maybe in a later video. But this was really helpful because it coats the nipple really well. And if you don't get specifically Lanolin nipple cream, just some type of nipple cream that, in my opinion, has that honey type of consistency, and of course whatever ingredients you feel comfortable with, that you've heard does a good job in soothing the nipple, just try it out. But I will say this helps soothe my nipple. It wasn't a perfect soother. So for example, if my pain was at a 10, it didn't go down to 0. But if my pain was at a 10, it would take it down to like 5 or 4, which is still 100% helpful, because when you're breastfeeding, you know, it can be a little discouraging sometimes for different reasons, including the pain. But stuff like this helps bring your nipples back to life, and therefore keeps you breastfeeding. All right. And then 2 more things. No, 3 things. Okay. This little guy, so helpful. So I know first looking at it, at least for me, it was a little bit intimidating and also a little bit scary, just thinking about using this on my little baby's hands, those little precious fingers. But what happens with those little precious fingers is that, one, your baby gets really strong and they have a really tight grip, and they like to grab everything, including your face, including your hair, your neck, it just whatever they can get their hands on. And they grow nails really quickly, so quickly that I had to start using this guy. I would say maybe starting off in like the third month, maybe a little bit before then, but I had to start using it about twice a week because her nails grow really fast and they were starting to scratch me up, just on my face, on my arms, just everywhere. And so it was painful. Like, I'm not gonna trivialize that, it was, but it's your baby. So quick solve, just use this, and when you use it, there's a certain way you have to angle it, but it's really easy to figure it out. And I love the way it's made because it actually is very easy to clip the nail and nothing else. Like, I've never clipped her skin. It's just the way it's created, it really helps avoid that. The way this thing is constructed is perfect. And I got this from Amazon. I believe it came in a package of other items. I don't remember what the other items were because I don't think I ever used them. But yeah, nail clipper. All right, this baby monitor. So this particular baby monitor is called, I'm not sure if the E is silent, so it's pronounced Eufy, but it's spelled E-U-F-Y. I don't know that it's the best on the market, I won't lie. It was a gift from a girlfriend of mine, but she is a techie, so who knows, maybe this is a really, really good brand on the market. It has different functionalities or different features, such as like brightening, audio modifications, zoom. It has music on here. I never use that because I use a separate phone for that. But yeah, it just has some basic essentials. It's really easy to operate. It has like a little button that you can kind of toggle and select which item you need. It has an alarm on here. It has like 6 different types of songs. Oh, and so for the general setup, there is a small camera in my baby's nursery. And the camera is what captures the picture that I'm currently looking at. And I am currently in the basement and she is in her nursery, which is pretty far away, and the connection's great. It's really easy to still see what's going on, which gives a lot of peace of mind, right? So if I need to hear if something sounds off when she's breathing, I can see that, or hear that rather. Or if I need to see what position she's laying in, is she actually still laying on her back, or has she changed? Because that was really critical when she was younger. It's perfect for that as well. So I'll try to get a little bit closer to show you, but if you can't see this, don't worry. Like I said, I'll link the description below. But this is basically what it looks like. And it also has like a little stand in the back, so you can kind of just mount it and just like watch it while you're watching TV or doing whatever other activity you're doing. And last but not least is the Caddy. So this Caddy, I definitely found it on Amazon. I remember very clearly because I was sold right away. Like, I literally looked at one quick video and I was like, oh yeah, I can picture this in my life. And that's what I was talking about earlier in the beginning of the video, just really thinking about your lifestyle and think about what can be helpful. So I pictured it because I thought about how I like to have things organized. I like to have things in one spot, and I knew that I was planning to have a vaginal delivery, and so I knew that I may, after the delivery, not really be as mobile as I otherwise would be. I'm not immobile, but I just would be a little bit slower getting around. And so something like this that has everything at my fingertips would be awesome. And it has been, just for that reason. I keep one on every level of my home. And I'll do a video later about what items I specifically keep in here, but for this one, I'm not in the basement a lot, but like you'll notice, I have the vitamin D baby drops in here. I have some diapers in here. I have some wipes in here. Yeah, I have just several little small things, even some things for me. I have some writing utensils, etc. So it's really helpful for that. It's lightweight, but it's super sturdy, and I love that it has separate compartments. And I'll try to just give you a brief little view of what I mean. So those are the separate large compartments, and then these are the little pockets on the outer sides. Yeah, so that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am so happy for you in your journey that's ahead of you, or that you're currently in, or if you aren't actually taking a journey, but you're just curious or want to share the information with someone else. Please, again, share this information. Like, subscribe if it resonates with you and you want to see other content. But most importantly, have a great day.